The Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So Cincinnati's offense who will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run him again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere near.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. To the air, it's Goodman. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Looks it in. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So UCF's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses. All season long, he keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to cover him, and there is no question in this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Raiola. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Finds his man. It's Simon.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Off the RPO. Fire right. Trying to convert. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's Raiola to throw. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Back to pass, it's Goodman. Makes a man miss. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles,
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty, did take another one just like it. On the return, he gets a block. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Simon. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got enough space, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. They stop him. Immediately short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
A lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back, let him catch it, let him go get a first down for you.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll run this play from the pistol. Moves the pocket. It's Goodman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. On the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. On the run, it's Simon. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Handoff again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. Makes one man miss. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Raiola unleashes to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Caught on the RPO. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down marker.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Smith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's Goodman. Got his man. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking for room. It's Keller. Stop right there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to get started. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down if I...
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the back. Play action. Dylan Raiola. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Trying to run, it's Simon. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely center cut. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 5 team, the Washington Huskies.
The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. On the return, it's Danzy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throwing Raiola. Out wide right, it's Simon. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Making the adjustment on the play. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Fourth down, Raiola. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Tight end now in motion. Play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
The play fake. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Quick give, it's Keller. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air, it's Goodman. Caught near the sticks, it's Robinson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Caught. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Still looking. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Working that left side now. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Scanning the field, it's Goodman. Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. Taken down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the Week 9 scoreboard for the top 12 in college football. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Making the adjustment. Here's Raiola to throw. Right side, it's Charles. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop?
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's Raiola to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under pressure. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing magic.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. 1st and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. 2nd and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing routes. Maybe
trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Well, it's been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Moncrief. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're
into the secondary on the right. Oh, he got loose. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Rid of it on the RPO.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Got him on the RPO. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keller. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Drops back. It's Goodman. Hauls it in. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. He splits the uprights.